The first thing to do when starting to use TwicPics is to create a workspace. Workspaces allow you to organize your different projects and invite other users to collaborate. You'll usually use your company name here, or project name, or website name, stuff like that. So let's do it. I will use this as a company name, for example. And the next thing is that inside a workspace, you can add domains. A domain will deliver your optimized images or videos through TwicPics. So let's use this one and click on Create. The next step is to configure a path. A path is a way to map a TwicPics path to a source where you store your master images or videos. So let's do it. A source URL can be anything public, like your website URL or your CMS, for example. It can also be a private storage location that requires authentication. But let's take a basic setup for now. I personally store my images on an S3 bucket, and I have this picture. All I have to do is to set my source with my S3 bucket address. So let's copy and paste it here, and that's it. My TwicPics setup is ready to go. Now that my setup is ready, let's try some cool things with the TwicPics API first. As you can see, my master image on my S3 bucket is a JPEG, more than 5,000 pixels width, as you can see here, and its weight is 3.2 megabytes. At this point, this image is far too big to be delivered on a website. So let's see how TwicPics can do the optimizations for me. I will duplicate this tab and will replace my bucket domain with my new TwicPics domain. So my TwicPics domain is here. Let's copy it and paste it here. All right, let's open the DevTools. And as you can see, my image is now 1 megabyte. So now we've done some basic optimizations, and we also have access to the TwicPics API, which enables you to transform your images or videos on the fly. It's a URL-based API that you can use with a query string and the tweak parameter. The version of the API is the V1, and then you can, for example, resize, of course, let's say 800 pixels. You can, of course, also crop. So you can express yourself with pixels, but also aspect ratio. Like if I want my puppy to be in portrait mode, I could say, for example, 9:16. And I have all I need now. You can even use the TwicPics AI to smartly crop your image. So with the focus parameter, you can say focus equal auto. Of course, there are many more transformations available that you can find in the documentation. But the real power of TwicPics is that you don't even have to do anything manually. Let's load a basic editor at CodePen. As you can see in the CSS section, we obviously want to display a full screen image, 100% width, 100% height, and an object fit cover for my EMG tag. Which means that we should load lots of variation of images here because we want our web page to be responsive. The magic here is that TwicPics can understand your user's context and your CSS so that it will take care of this for you. So let's try it. First, I load my script by using my custom domain like this. Then I will add my image tag, and you can see that I'm using a data tweak SRC, and as I want my puppy to be smartly cropped, you remember, I use the data tweak focus attributes. It seems to be okay, so let's open this page to see what TwicPics does. Let's open the DevTools. Right now, my browser is simulating some kind of laptop with a Retina screen. And as you can see, TwicPics has loaded a pixel-perfect image for my current context. A 2800 pixels image because I am on a Retina screen. If I switch on a non-Retina screen and refresh, you can see that my image is now 1400 pixels. So once again, TwicPics deliver the best possible image for me. Of course, if I switch to a mobile device like an iPhone, TwicPics will render a perfectly sized and perfectly cropped image to get the best possible quality and the best possible performance automatically. And if you are using a JavaScript framework like React, Vue, Svelte, Angular, Next, or Gatsby, TwicPics provides components that bring responsive image and video best practices out of the box to your favorite framework. To learn more about TwicPics component, check out the documentation on the website right here.